You have probably heard by now the gossip of Noam Chomsky and his droogs in CRT intercept left wing mania. The announcement that American warfare and organization in Afghanistan and in the Ukraine was to weaken the Russians. It had very little purpose other than that, to subject them to attrition. This is a carefully laid scenario by various propaganda artists who don't like the United States foreign policy. Now, what does that mean in real terms? It means they have done some careful thinking. Their noggins are top notch. UW Dialectical and the University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon University, can thinky poo. And I'll translate for you what they're actually saying. After the murder of the Roosevelt generation's torchbearer, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the Axis got hold of the U.S. armed forces and to weaken us went into Vietnam, went into Afghanistan, went into Iraq, and now arguably has created this forcing house in the Ukraine between global ideological ideas of control of a food basket that they've recklessly endangered. What it means is that they understand the concept of weakening the enemy through gunboat diplomacy that is met by force. You see, so what you do is you play their noggin noodle homogeneous through the reflective system of if-then thinking. If they are so wise in the wondrous ways of militarism, did they create so many enemies for America through doofus foreign policy? Why? Because they wanted to destroy America. Get it? So, what we're dealing with are the Kennedy assassins at large, puppet mastering from on high. That's what we're getting. Some of the things that fall into place when you understand the Texas school book is why James Earl Ray materialized in Great Britain, why Oswald was chosen as a namesake of Oswald Mosley. You're not allowed to say namesake. Why? Because namesake is a key idea, a key concept of the index that they used. So you're allowed to say, we don't like the United States because they played attrition politics using proxies against Russia. I mean, you are allowed to say that. You are allowed to say, we don't like the United States because they played attrition politics against Russia using proxies. But you aren't allowed to say, we don't like the United States and therefore we helped cheer on the creation of enemies through destructive foreign policies intended to create backlash. What you see in this is the great Israeli backstab, the great Great Britain backstabbing. If you think the Israelis and the British are hands down our allies all times, you don't know the history of the Suez Crisis. Eisenhower had a heart attack, and Great Britain, Israelis seized the day to jump on Egypt. Eisenhower got up out of his hospital bed and said no. The British and the Israelis, they did not like that. They said, next time we'll be in charge of the United States and we'll take authority and control from the PlayStation behind the back of the United States. And then we'll do as we please. But in the meantime, we'll tell the United States to charge. We'll kill all of the wise men, the Kennedys and Kings. We'll get rid of them. And we'll tell America to charge. And we'll make friends for America that way. Yeah. So you you put on the thinking cap when you're dealing with UW dialectical.